Embedding 8.5 TET in 12 TET. In an earlier video, I showed that 8.5 TET is different than 12 TET. But now I will show how they can be combined. In 8.5 TET, 2 octaves have 17 notes. In 12 TET, the same range has 24 notes. So it might be possible to approximate the 17 8.5 TET notes by the 24 12 TET notes, leaving out 7 notes. We know that in 12 TET, a fifth is 7 half steps, and the corresponding interval in 8.5 TET is 5 half steps. Suppose we set note A equal in both systems. Which notes do those intervals stack to? Because this has 17 notes, all notes show up once in 8.5 TET. But in 12 TET, 5 notes show up 2 times. G flat and F sharp, D flat and C sharp, A flat and G sharp, E flat and D sharp, B flat and A sharp. In 12 TET we say that these sound the same, but not here. We can sort these notes, see the table. Hey, this might work. How would this sound in 8.5 TET? In 12 TET corresponding. Close enough for me. In other videos, we define chords in 8.5 TET. With this notes reinterpretation, do they agree to their 12 TET equivalents? Major corresponds to major, minor corresponds to minor, major 8 corresponds to major 11. Suspended low does not work. Suspended high does not work. Suspended seventh corresponds to suspended second. Neutral does not work. Suspended eighth corresponds to suspended fourth. Diminished corresponds to diminished. Augmented corresponds to augmented. Yes, as expected. There are 2 neutral chords in the mixed scale in 8.5 TET, CFI and IBF. In 12 TET the corresponding notes are C sharp, G sharp, F, and F C G sharp. If we would be in the real 12 TET world, this would sound the same as D flat, F A flat, and F A flat C. In other words, a major chord and a minor chord. This is not consistent, which just shows again that the concept of a neutral chord does not exist in 12 TET. If you would add 1 note in between each pair of successive notes in 8.5 TET, you would get 17 TET. There are some people saying that they play 17 TET in the following way. They say that there are 3 half steps between whole notes, instead of 2 half steps. I think this is certainly worth exploring, but it does not feel really 17 TET to me. It is just 12 TET with different frequencies. Look again at the 12 TET equivalent of the 10 notes in the mixed mode in 8.5 TET. What do we notice? It contains all the notes of the normal A major scale. It also contains all the notes of the normal A minor scale. So it might be possible to use this as a framework to write music, mixing major and minor without switching. Some thoughts. Use a pivot chord that is in both major and minor, but there are no chords that are in both scale, so this does not work. Use a diatonic diminished chord. There is one, F G H I. This can resolve as F diminished to A major. F diminished to A minor. F diminished to B major, or F diminished to J minor. Use a diatonic augmented chord. There are two, B, D, F and I, S, E. They can resolve as B augmented to C minor, B augmented to I major, B augmented to A major, B augmented to A minor, or I augmented to J minor. It would be nice to have a song here that shows the harmonic excellence of 8.5 TET. But unfortunately I am not a good composer.